Hey, fellow film, whoop, wrong one. God darn it. I always do it on this channel too. Hey, theme park fans and true believers, England teen here, the homegrown tourist. And what am I doing here? I've got 8 different names for this thing. So anyway, I'm here with Dalton, the Authenticator.
Hello and good afternoon, everyone.
We've got a couple of things to talk about. I was actually looking through. What can we talk about today? I want to do another Disney stream. We do have to do a little follow-up on the lady who stole a freaking cucumber and all that kind of stuff. I'm sitting here with Remy behind me and the Epcot ball. This is from the Food and Wine Festival last year. I think it's great that they are having Remy kind of be the
mascot for all the food stuff.
Yeah. And I was mentioning the green leaves on our last live stream, how they kind of turned gray on my shirt, but look at this. I'm actually shining Spaceship Earth through my shirt here. Wow. Okay. That is kind of cool. Anyway, we do have some things to talk about. We're going to talk about the casting for Snow White. We've got some 50th anniversary stuff to look at, some more foodie stuff, because I always love the foodie stuff.
Yeah,
foodie stuff, good. One thing though, a little update from there's still no word. Now I'm going to assume at some point in time that woman did get kicked out for stealing a cucumber. She jumps off the Epcot and she's in the land. They jump off. I've actually got, apparently there was somebody. There is somebody who was sitting behind them, so we got another view of it. So that is interesting. That is going on, and so I want to check that out. And they've got a little bit of story to it that's different, but not a lot. And that was I was just a little bit like, oh my gosh, no, come on, you gotta at least show us I want her comeuppance. I think, and a lot of people have actually kind of jumped on the fact that this woman seems to be kind of a villain.
Yeah.
In all honesty, like, well, look, it's every time you go to Disney, there's someone near you. It's their first time. It may actually be their only time. So, and look, I know I was a jerk when I was a teenager. I did a lot of stuff that I wish, now that I've got my 50-year-old morality and mentality, I could go back and go, hey, look, dumbass, you're doing wrong here. But that is true. It is the truth that this woman, and this might actually sound stupid, but she interrupted somebody else's vacation. And 2, what if she did fall between the boats?
Yeah,
which we're going to find out that she was actually in the front boat. If you don't know, you have one boat kind of being pulled by the other, so they can fit more people into each car as they go up.
Right, sure.
Had she fallen into the water between the 2 boats, more than likely her body would have gotten dragged.
Yeah.
And I told you she almost lost a limb just by the fact that
Yeah. We saw the footage where she was like jumping out and her ankle got a little twisted up there.
And now imagine you do that and there's kids there. I'm sorry, you as you say, you went for the Darwin Award, but no child deserves to see your body being dragged by a boat in the whole 9 yards. We've got
that's gonna traumatize a kid, and especially if they're in the vulnerable mentality of yay, this is Disney and everything.
Yeah, you see how the boat is between this? This is only a few seconds long. But yeah, she could have caught between the boats right there, and that's all. That would have been all she wrote. It does go to say that we were expecting security. Nobody was there when we exited the attraction. They walked into Soarin', and my hope is that they didn't see any security waiting. I do know the parks are drastically understaffed right now. So much to the point is I wondered if I could get a job at Disney right now because I am on a no hire list because I'm awesome. No, actually that's not awesome because I was a horrible employee and they could have, I don't think they were justified in putting me on a lifetime ban. As I've pointed out, there are people who murdered someone, got a life sentence, which is a lot of times 25 years, who are now out after killing someone. At worst, I told an off-color joke.
those people just got on the wrong side of the U.S. legal system. You got on the wrong side of the mouse.
I know, right?
And people don't do that and face no consequences.
Yeah, the weird thing about this is they actually mentioned the voice of God reminded everyone to keep their hands and arms inside the boat. Someone was watching. There should have been security at the door, but right now I've looked it up because it was asked, please follow up on this. And I looked it up to see if anyone had anything, but unfortunately, oh, by the way, apparently the video got taken down. But I was looking for anything that said, hey, this is what was going on. So, yeah, I would have loved to have been one of the witnesses there. I really would have. I'm actually surprised.
Interesting stories kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm surprised this person that's filming her feet right here, I would have had my camera on them at all freaking times as we're passing by. You know, there would have been no, oh, let me look at my toes for a while to see how they're doing in this kind of chaos. Yeah. I always joke about found footage movies because they're all shaky. And I'm like, come on, people know how to use a camera. Apparently not. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I am always a little bit jealous of missing out on certain things. This is the one thing I really wish I was on the sinking boat, because I don't think ever in my lifetime, I've never before have I even seen a Jungle Cruise boat sink, much less been on one. These lucky people, they're just, yeah, I mean, it is amazing that some people, this is their first time on Disney. They got to be on a sinking boat. I'm jealous. I got to admit,
I'm kind of grateful that I didn't, that I wasn't on one, because I can't swim without an inner tube. So there's that.
Cages have been added to ensure safety. I'm pretty sure that means somebody got hit by something or something flew close to something, or they noticed that it was happening. Let's see. I'm just seeing what's going on. Most October dates and some September dates sold out for Disney After Hours. Ooh, we better get on that. Yeah, me and Gail want to go this year to Mickey's Halloween. We never really go to the parties. We've heard really bad things about it at this point. It's $139. God dang. Yeah, that is in August. Yeah, nobody wants to celebrate Halloween in August, so that's why they've got
There's a reason it's called October Country.
Yeah. And on Sunday, $169. There's too many people and not enough time for it to be worth $100. It's not worth $129 in all honesty, but you do kind of want to have the little experience and everything. But yeah, the Halloween. Hey, MK, what's up? Halloween Horror Nights, on the other hand, there's a lot of time there. There's still a lot of people. I always like to go on the off hours, go on a Monday or Thursday, like when they're doing the week. Halloween, surprisingly, not as many people as you'd think. Oh, I'm sorry. It's horribly busy. Everybody never go. Never go on Halloween. Absolutely not on Halloween.
Get out of that good teeth Halloween time.
Yeah. And in all honesty, the worst place to eat in the Magic Kingdom is the upstairs of Harbor House. Stay out of there. Holy crap. Disney Food Blog, shut the freaking heck up for 5 minutes, okay? Oh my gosh, every time. Oh, and the secret place to eat over it is the Harbor House in the top right because it's so quiet up there. Not if you tell everybody. If you tell everybody, it's just as busy and loud, okay? Some of us old, fat Floridian people would like to relax a little bit, and that's one of the places we can. God dang. That does bother me. I'm going to tell you all the secrets of, okay, we got to find them. They're live streaming right now. Let's go. We see that all the time. I'm like, no. Top 10 best times to go to avoid crowds. Freaking shut up.
Well, you ruined them now.
Shut up. That's our time. Look, you tourists can come during the busy seasons, like summertime and all that kind of stuff. Cram the entire summer into 2 weeks during the Christmas holidays. holy crap. I mean, that is horrible. If I were to give anybody any good advice, I'm not going to tell you when to come. That's my time. I'll tell you when not to is at freaking Christmas. Yeah. Summer's bad enough, but Christmas never.
Because you and 10,000 of your closest friends all thought it looked romantic and stuff. Yeah.
10,000 of your closest friends that are in your immediate area. Yeah. That 10,000 is nothing. I would, if somebody told me right now that Disney was at 10,000, I would be there right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is ridiculously busy. You do think, oh my gosh, it will be so. And look, it is beautiful. It's a very beautiful at the parks at Christmas time. At certain times, not the December 18th to January 8th. Worst time ever. Do not go. Do not. It is worth taking the kids out of school to not have to deal with Disney between December 18th and July 8th. Absolutely. I will die on that. I won't die on that hill because everybody around there will not be anybody else coming up and arguing this point for me. Against me. This is absolutely the 100% truth. So there's been some casting. We spoke a little bit about it over on our politics channel, and it is Disney casting. Apparently, they're making a live-action Snow White movie. Now, I have nothing against remaking Snow White. It's been done before. So it would be really stupid to go, oh, they shouldn't make my movie into a live action like we do with all the others. And let's face it, we do it too. we don't want to see our classic animated movies turned into
that being said, movies. Snow White, let's be entirely honest, is not the strongest of the Disney originals, and it has been 80 years. So if they wanted to take another crack at it,
it's not the weakest either.
No, but
there are tons of movies. For me, I don't know where Snow White. One day we've threatened each other to do a.
We do need to do like the ranking list. Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe we should. You know how I'm doing those the top 10 Tuesdays and all that kind of stuff. Maybe one day we should get everybody together and just do a ranking battle. Like, I've got us here, got this there, and we'll judge it.
Or even just comparing like Disney top 10s, because I'm sure everybody has a different.
Oh no! I think we make it a multi-night event and we go through the list, man. We just go.
That'd be cool, yeah.
From start to finish, and we could do it two ways. We go, like I think there's 60 movies now under the animated banner.
Something like that.
Yeah, and we'll just kind of count them down. Every night would be 10. And we'll do the little scoring thing, so at the end we can rank them. But yes, they have a new casting. Obviously, by the thumbnail, you could see what's going on here. Look, I get it. There's this big push in Hollywood right now. As a matter of fact, there was an announcement that you just weren't going to get a lot of movies in the next few years that were going to star white people. They actually announced that. By the way, that's incredibly racist. It just is. I point it out like this because we talked about this once before on the movie channel on Extreme Movie Shows. And yes, I've got a lot of channels. And one of the things I mentioned was when Key, right? What's his name? The guy who did Get Out?
Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele, thank you. He said that he would probably never make a movie starring a white guy. And of course, people got mad because there's racism in there. And I was like, wait a second. The only problem is he said it.
Yeah.
Because think about this. Woody Allen has made brilliant films. He's a really good director.
Yeah.
But not a lot of diversity in the cast.
Yeah, it's the Woody Allen trademark neurotic character.
Right. But had he announced, well, I'm never going to make a movie with a black, then yes, you would nail him as a racist. Yeah. It's kind of the same thing. But here's the thing. They made an Anne Boleyn movie and they made the character black at a time when, sorry, gang, just black people weren't in the area. And Anne Boleyn being a historical figure wasn't black. So that was wrong. And now they're doing Snow White. And we're even getting the, oh, she's just a fictional character who is literally described in the book and the movie. Dalton, I'll let you do the quote if you want.
Yeah. Lips red as the rose, hair black as ebony, and skin as white as snow.
Yeah, so are they gonna like give her the storm hairdo? Is that what's gonna happen? I wonder, like, are they going to give her these death-looking white lips? What is going to be the white as snow part that makes her Snow White?
And I joked about this before we came on stream. Are they going to keep the evil queen? Are they going to keep Groomhild?
Is it going to be
to make it racial politics? Or are they going to cast everyone as African derived?
There are changes like that, because I'm not a big fan of doing stuff like this. I think there are enough legends out there. There are enough myths. There are enough urban tales and such like this that actually would have black characters in them. Even, black starring characters. Let's bring them in. Let's hear those legends. Let's hear those stories. Yeah. I think that would be done so much better. But it seems now it's not that they want to create new black stories or new or anything like that, but just take existing ones. Yeah.
The authority and the clout of the existing idea, and then just append it to the new order.
And that's fine if you're doing certain stories. The Princess and the Pea made sense, especially Princess and the Frog. They set it in New Orleans, made a lot of sense.
Yeah,
that was not a bad retelling, and I think it's definitely one of my favorite modern Disney movies.
Once again, by a wide margin,
yeah. But if you're doing a movie where the character is literally named after
Snow White is her name,
it's a little ridiculous. It's a little ridiculous.
The name of the thing. It's in the name, and it's like the quintessential rhyme of the mirror is skin as white as snow. Gosh,
what's his name? Donald Glover voicing an African lion makes a hell of a lot more sense than Matthew Broderick. That's the truth of it. Even though both of them sound like they come from the freaking Bronx, they could have hired any number of. But then again, that's getting into the identity politics as well, or at least national. I don't know. It's ridiculous casting. It really is. This woman, and by the way, this is straight up done by what we're seeing and the fact that the character is literally named and based after the aesthetic. This woman probably, and I haven't seen her, I haven't really done any, I don't know, but this has nothing to do with her talent. I am sure she can sing. I'm sure she can dance. I'm sure she can.
And she is very beautiful from the pictures I've seen of her.
Gorgeous. We've seen the, it's on the thumbnail, of course. And let me see. And this is her. Gorgeous young lady. Very beautiful.
Yeah.
But, and it says here, Mark Webb said in a statement, Rachel's extraordinary vocal abilities are just the beginning of her gifts. Her strength, intelligence, and optimism will become an integral part of rediscovering the joy in this classic Disney fairy tale. But it's pandering at this point. There's no narrative sense as to why you're doing this.
It makes no logical sense. I mean, if this were rose red, maybe you could almost spin it, because then you could just have her lipstick be red and it'd be fine. But like, this is Snow White, and those two things are kind of integral to her character. So,
and
play the ball where it lies is kind of the rule here.
This character here, Nicole, is saying the same thing. Maybe, hear me out, maybe they could look for new material. There are thousands of stories untold and thousands of books. Disney is becoming a shadow of what they used to be. And I'm a Disney fan. Look, this is not put on for the video. This isn't. I am a Disney fan. Yeah. I live in Florida. I got my annual pass. I go a lot. Here's I got my annual pass right here. I make sure that we use it.
You lucky
Ta-da.
bastard.
Yeah, this is something that happens. I also have one for Universal. And I've got one for SeaWorld. SeaWorld wins to me because they've got penguins on theirs. But yeah, I've got the Disney annual pass. I love going to Disney, even though I've been going for 50 freaking years. So I still like it. I just like it for the ambiance sometimes. I like going to the movies. On the other hand, I'm not going to be, hey, God bless Tim Tracker for getting the free stuff. God bless the Diz for their willingness to bend the knee, but I'm not going to. When you screw up, Disney, I'm going to call you out. I'm going to tell you screw up. Yeah. And this, God bless the young lady. I hope she has a successful career. I really do, but this is pandering casting.
Yeah, and this makes no sense. And here's an idea, Disney. If you want to do like a bunch of African-centric fairy tales, why not do a old school like anthology movie like you used to during the wartime era, and do a bunch of shorts based on the Anazi stories from Africa? That would be interesting, and that wouldn't violate anyone's childhoods or anyone's sense of logic or anything. That would make sense, and it would give the representation you're looking for.
Okay,
but unfortunately,
now here's something. This Beth said that she found a picture with the proper lighting, and their skin tone was not that far off. It doesn't change the fact that Snow White's German and is beautiful, and is close. Because by the way, she looks Latina to me. And
she is very light skinned, yeah.
And Latina people, I mean, Jessica Alba is a freaking blonde Latina person. So it's Cameron Diaz. They could be all shades and all sorts. It's just, but I'm sorry, this casting is pandering anymore.
Yeah,
that is what it turns out to be. And so there you go. I once again, I have nothing against this Rachel Zegler person. It's nothing against any Latina getting a role at Disney or anything like that. It's just my problem stems with the people on top just pandering. Yeah. It's just pandering over and freaking over again. We see it multiple times.
And for as much as, for example, Christian Stewart is a plank of wood that everyone essentially knows at this point, at least when she did her Snow White and the Huntsman movie, she looked the part, because she is that kind of extremely pale, dark-haired person. But this it doesn't work. Doesn't mean the movie won't be good. Doesn't mean it won't be a great movie. And I hope it is. But it's DOA. It's dead on arrival.
So moving on to the next story, Disney has announced that Gail and I will have to go to Animal Kingdom. That was, you might think that's a strange announcement, but I do know my wife. And so I know that if Disney Animal Kingdom has birthed their third giraffe, I will be forced to go. Yeah. Oh my gosh. My Gail, she is a sucker for it every time. As a matter of fact, one time we went and I was messing around and I caused us to be late to see the baby gorilla that was born. And we never made it back. And she still, she still won't let me live that one down. So they've got a new baby giraffe right there. It actually looks like my Uncle Albert. That is, it's a 6 foot tall baby giraffe. I know my wife is gonna say, "Oh, we gotta go to see the baby."
I have to say I'm more on Gail's side of that because I love cute animals. Cute animals can solve a bunch of my problems. So yeah.
Good morning, Paolo, who says, let's see, is it me or does the Disney's animal breeding program sound hella sinister?
A bit.
Let's see, how to prevent Latinas from playing Snow White. Ain't no way a Latina girl would ever fall for that apple trick, says Paolo. Let's see, she made an Instagram post about Ashley Babbitt, so the younger actress. Oh, no, that there's no truth to that. That was a rumor. Even Quartering said it was a rumor. So be careful with that one. I looked for any evidence before, because I'm going to do another live stream on Old Man Comics in just a little bit, talking about comic book news, and no evidence whatsoever. Right now, that's all rumor, so be very careful with that one. Let's see, it's dinner time over here. Oh, okay. Well, happy Whiskey Tuesday. Yeah, to you, it's Whiskey Monday, Whiskey Tuesday, Whiskey lunch, breakfast, and dinner. Come on. We know you, sir. Giraffes born at the park spend several weeks bonding in backstage environments before meeting their extended giraffe family members. Mom and new calf should be joining the rest. So there you go. So after, okay, so I don't have to go right away, but they will be out. So. Hey, look, I got to tell you, one of my favorite rides, if not my favorite ride at Animal Kingdom, is the safari, because you're always seeing some different animals. Something is going on. Sometimes you do get trapped because there'll be an animal that just decided to stop right there. And if they will not do the whole, okay, we're trying to scare them with a car. You know, they won't do that. Occasionally I've heard a, but in general, if that animal decides that's where he's going to be, that's where he's going to be. And of course, then they just evacuate you and walk you through the wildebeest. I'm just kidding. They do not do that. But yes, that
would be cool. But.
Oh yeah. I would be frightened terribly. I think it would be cool, and I would be like, "Don't kill me, big ass wildebeest. I don't want to die today." Yeah, we know where that's
stampede, going. Please, no stampeding though. I forbid the stampeding though.
Yeah. So this is also, it's the 50th anniversary of Disney. It's the 51st anniversary of England team. All right. So anyway, they're going to have golden character sculptures across Walt Disney World. Now, I will tell you something. I am a huge fan of this kind of stuff. I really am. There used to be a place called Disney Quest, which I decided, hey, if they're not using the name, I'm going to change it, because I was tired of the, what the heck's the homegrown tourist question. I thought it was funny because it sounds like homegrown terrorist. So I put it in there. That's my sense of humor. But I changed it to Disney Quest. But they used to have these pillars, and at the top were all these Disney characters. When I went into to be rejected for a job, there would be these Disney characters going on. I always loved statues and such like this. So I wish they had them more, but apparently they're going to be putting them all over the park. Obviously, this is Disneyland though. Right there.
Yay!
It's not even ours. We need them here. It's the 50th. Why are you showing Disneyland? And not, it's the 50th anniversary of Disney World. That is a fail of a picture right there. I just realized, wait a second, that's not Disney World. What the hell? Because see this, it goes right through the middle. In Disney World, this is closed and the entrances are on the sides. So yeah, that's a fail.
Photoshop fail.
Come on. Get your act together, WDW Magic. All righty. Let's see. Disney Kite Tales, daytime flying. I popped these up before, and I realized, hey, I'm on that same channel. Why don't I just go? So apparently Animal Kingdom is also going to debut their Kite Tales show, and it will come alive several times during October 1st. So, you know, when you finally make it down here, Authenticator, there we go. Neat. I know you are excited. I know you could probably barely contain yourself.
Well, I mean, at this point, it's more, you know, worrying about the 1,001 things that can go wrong. But I'll get there as we get closer to the
only one you need to worry about is you could die. So the others here, it says performers will fly wind catchers and kites of all shapes and sizes while out on the water. Elaborate 3-dimensional kites. Oh, if they're going to be on the water, can I see them running like Charlie Brown style on the boat? And, let's see.
Honestly, I hope they have a few like Chinese dragon kites, because I've always wanted to see one of those giant dragon things that they have at like Chinese New Year parades and stuff. But that might just be me.
Let's see. What are we saying here? Oh, so that's fake, because that's good. That says MK. just seeing a lot of it over. Well, I think that's what happened. So we're going to be talking about that on another channel. But if you guys are interested in comic books and comic book movies, go on over to Old Man Comics in about an hour, and we'll be doing some news stories over there. One of the things is somebody did I've got an idea that this happened, but there's no fact to it. But now it's being shared around as if it was fact. But if you watch the original video, no fact. I've looked it up. If it does become, then okay, of course. But as of now, there is nothing substantiating the rumor on why the girl got fired. So let's see. Solidiclaw is saying next on I Love Comics, the GoFundMe to get you out of federal custody. That should be an ongoing thing, because I'm pretty certain that at some point in time. So let's see. I just warned you about Disney's animal breeding program, and now they're planning for flying lions. Yeah, it does say that it will depict Disney animal friends, including Simba, Zazu, Baloo, and King Louie. And apparently Simba, he's a flying friend, because I agree with Paolo. That's some frightening stuff going on here.
Was Simba a griffin all along?
I guess.
Just not aware of that. Like,
so
that makes the movie more interesting, in my opinion. But whatever.
So this is going to take place on the River of Light. Let me tell you something. The River of Light, they have like this little amphitheater stadium kind of thing, and you're looking out onto the water. They have been trying to put a show there for decades.
Yeah,
and it never works. So here's what I say. If you are in the area, go see it. I would not plan my vacation around this, because it'll probably be gone by the time you got here. But that's just because these things never last. I hope it does. I hope it's good and fun. I always hope for the best. But yeah, be very, very careful when you are coming to the parks for this. I do not know. This, by the way, this right here says first look at the finished Harmonious show. This is it. I already looked this up. This is what they got to show you. And then there's going to be new nighttime fireworks and projection show at Magic Kingdom. And guess what? This is all they show you. So I was looking at this. Hey, hey,
The Disney cock-a-blocking.
Yeah. So this is something we've got. Disney has finally listened to the rest of Florida and has dropped the masks and the social distancing and all that.
Yay.
A lot of us were like, any time now, guys, because when you go to Disney, you're out there for freaking 10 hours sometimes. You don't want to wear a mask in the heat. At a certain point, it's I'll take COVID. Just get it off my face. Let's see. And then they've got the opening hours. Here's a little bit more construction on the Tron cycle, which I guess they're going to fill in the dome. I know I'm going to get sick. I just can't wait to ride it. It looks cool. I've seen the ride through on the, I think it was Tokyo Disney.
If they manage to translate what the movie did to a real life setting, that'll be epic. So yay.
Wait, that should be a good video of what goes into those shows and production wise. You know what? On Disney Plus, they had this show. Me and Venkman reviewed it. It was talking about the creation of Disney through the decades, from the parks, from the very beginning all the way through. And one thing we noticed is there are people who do that kind of crap on YouTube. Disney should be doing that. The creation of Haunted Mansion, the creation of Pirates of the Caribbean, the creation of the Disney
would watch that so much, it would not even be funny. Yeah,
why did this ride fail? Why did that ride succeed? They absolutely should be showing this. The last show they had was a boat show with the lights and the characters dancing around. It was boring. The timing was off, because basically it's a small area. So it wasn't like a boat show like at Universal. You would have speedboats going around, explosions or anything. It'd be like, here's a boat.
No,
I'm trying to give you a Dalton. I'm trying to give you a feeling of what it was like to watch this show. Please do not interrupt. I'm on to part 2. Okay. I'm serious. That is a pretty close recreation of what the freaking last show at Animal Kingdom was like. It was boring. It was so boring. God, it was so bad. By the way, yes, I am a Disney fan, but the thing is I am willing to call out when they do bad.
Loving something occasionally means tough love, unfortunately.
So. The word I am praying, please, Disney gods, Bob Chapek of all people, please have that crappy ass Guardians of the Galaxy concert back at Epcot. I didn't get a chance to film it the last 2 times. I will film it for you guys and bring it here. We'll have a gosh darn commentary that's proper. Oh, they have this new and exciting show where the Guardians of the Galaxy comes on and performs some of the greatest hits from their... Wait, hold on. You do know the Guardians of the Galaxy wasn't a musical, right? Yeah, but we're going to have the Guardians of the Galaxy coming on. There's going to be a dance contest. No. And then it comes on and you see how cheesy it is. It's like, yes. This thing is so bad. It is horrible. Oh, I can only imagine that they're watching it and some Disney executive is looking at this thing, turns to the creator, goes, you made this? We're stuck with this? For how long? Well, you're fired. Just that had to have been a freaking conversation. It was, but I will record this. It is so god awful. Maybe you should see if you could sell out to Disney and make those videos, maybe just in general for shows and rides and themes. Look, we've got Disney Food Blog for that. And yes, I will forever. You know, I just did a video about how, what was it? Ethan Klein of H3N3 went after Steven Crowder and all that. I will be the one to go after Disney Food Blog because they do this 10 things you don't want to do in Disney. And I'm thinking, wear black during summertime. I'm sorry. I don't care how edgy your kid is. Get them out of the freaking 10 pounds of black leather. Put them in something comfortable or they are going to be dead in the street. Okay. You don't want to do this. How about while on vacation, not crossing 9 lanes of traffic because your turn is right here and you don't want to miss it? We got the same traffic laws as you do. And guess what? Our cars will kill you as same as the cars in your state. It's just freaking common sense. How about that as a tip? How about maybe, look, I know you don't drink 9 bottles of water in Pennsylvania there, Dalton, but trust me, when you're walking around for 10 hours in Florida sun,
I actually do drink a lot of water.
You're ruining the joke. But point being is, yes, when you're in the hot Florida sun, you want to stay hydrated. You know, they don't give tips like that. I watch their videos like 10 things you don't want to do while in Disney. You don't want to forget to buy a reservation for, okay, yeah, you're just
killing.
Oh my gosh, it is. I can't do that. I cannot do. I will not get the free stuff. I can tell that already. This is they aren't going to be like, oh, hey, England team, yes, we want to invite you to this preview of the new opening of our land. Because look, if I love Toy Story Land, but my whole thing would have been, well, there is no shade. Even at the restaurant, there's no shade. There's only one place really to get refreshment if you need to. You have a fair ride, and then you have a roller coaster with a 9-hour wait. So, it's while I love the aesthetic of it, I don't think they would like that kind of review. Although I did go nuts on Star Wars Land. I love that. That was a lot of fun. Sorry, I'm ranting. We talked about this earlier. I realize I'm talking too much. And then, so let me see. MK, when I was little, I went on the Haunted Mansion ride in Florida. It made me cry when I was in Florida. It was on the elevator part. Okay. Yeah, a lot of kids do cry on that one. And then you'll be, a lot of times you have adults who'll scream with the scream. Yeah, that's one of those things. Look, I know
I was a weird kid. I always found the like darker, creepier stuff more interesting. So I don't think I ever would have tried it. But when we went, and I was like, I think 15 at the time when we actually went, Haunted Mansion was my favorite thing. So I can't commiserate with you there. Okay.
Okay, so let me see. What do
I would have written that like 3 times in a row had my mom let me.
I'm trying to find what other stories did I have open. I think I don't know what this is, but I saw some. Let me scroll down here. Oh, you guys know, maybe you may have noticed that I like to eat. I have what they call a weight problem. Not so much in this area right here, this area, but in this area right here, I really reveal the fact that I am robust.
He's the tourist character from Lilo and Stitch, as the running joke goes.
And in fact, I don't have an eating problem because I can do that very well. Thank you. But so I do like looking up the food stuff. That is faux show. Appropriate clothes, traffic laws, drink water brought to you by homegrown tourists. And now you know, and knowing is half the battle, and Excelsior. So we're going to mix everything. All righty. But there is a little foodie thing here, and I do like looking up the new foodie news.
And even though I am a skinny person, I am quite the foodie, so I enjoy the food segments too.
You're foodie adjacent. I'll give you that much. You're fat guy adjacent, like literally adjacent to a fat guy.
Well, I didn't want to go there, but you went there, so.
Oh, well, we can use that word, adjacent. All righty, so update Disney Parks foodie news announcing new openings and offerings. And yes, a lot of restaurants have been closed. I never made it to Sebastian's. So I'm looking forward to these things. Let's see what they have. Oh, and by the way, please, by all means, it's one of the successful videos on this channel, but I did a video a while back called 10 Worst Disney Experiences. Check it out. At the end of it, I did say, well, I'm going to go give these restaurants a try again. And about, I don't know, 4 restaurants in, I'm like, I don't want to give the crappy restaurants a try anymore. They're just, yeah. Anyway,
you were right the first time. Is that what you're saying?
Well, in all honesty, that I did change my opinion on the 9 Dragons, which is the Chinese restaurant in Epcot. I thought that was really good, and I changed my mind on the Gloria Estefan restaurant, Bongos, which is now gone. I think they're going to open up in the Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville area. So, yeah. But yeah, see, eventually I'll have to get down to the Rainforest Cafe. I don't want to do it. You're not. I don't want to go. I just don't want to go. It's gonna be bad. I don't want to do it.
I don't want it.
Barbecue pulled pork sandwiches. Ooh, that sounds good. All righty, so let's see what we got. We're so excited to announce booking and opening dates for some of your favorite Disney dining locations. All right, let's see what we got. Who cares about Disneyland? All righty. Am I gonna, is Downtown Disney? Oh, that's still Disneyland. We're Disney Springs. Here we go. Sebastian's Bistro at Disney, open June 24th. Let's go. Come on down, man. Disney Skyliner conveniently stops at the Disney. Oh, by the way, the Skyliners crashed like 3 times. I'm thinking because well, you know, we don't want to put up a monorail because of cost. And I'm like, okay, how much have you guys paid out in lawsuits already? But just by the
it's starting to play the old Simpsons song, monorail.
Yeah, and that's a lot of Disney goers had said that, and it's basically because of the cost of creating the pillars and everything that you need for a monorail going around the entirety of Walt Disney World. If you've only been to Disneyland, you have no idea how huge Walt Disney World is. It is massive. Let's see. Sebastian's signature buttery house baked pull-apart rolls will get you started. The entire table will enjoy the taste of Caribbean platter stuff, blah, blah, blah. Oven roasted citrus chicken, mojo pork. Alrighty, and I guess this is... Why bring in the breakfasts? Breakfast is always the same, no matter where, it seems like. Ohana's is opening.
How do you screw up breakfast is the thing. It's like pancakes, French toast, bacon... and like breakfast breads. That's how you do breakfast, probably.
Now this is Ohana stuff right here, and I have heard the rolls are good, but they're starting to charge for bread. By the way, they did this over at the Animal Kingdom Lodge. I'm pointing like it's right next door. Over at the Animal Kingdom Lodge, they did this for their bread service. They brought in non-bread and all that kind of stuff and a whole bunch of different spices and sauces you can dip it in and everything. Yeah. So that's what's going on here. I also have heard of a few desserts, some good stuffs from Sebastian's. I'm looking forward to going. Then we've got Ohana, which I hear has dropped. A lot of people who used to say this is really good because it's family style, where you ask them what you want, they'll keep bringing it. But what ended up happening is this restaurant became so popular that they're trying to rush you out. So even while you're eating one thing, they're bringing in another and trying to take away what you're still eating. I would not stand for it. I'm sorry. I would be that upset guest that goes, "You need to settle your ass down."
You are not getting in between me and my food, so yeah.
Ohana noodles. Okay. All right. With the back. Does that turn off? I thought I turned it off. Stop. Thank you. Okay. My goodness gracious. For breakfast, start with pineapple coconut breakfast bread. Move on to Stitch. Oh yeah, it's got a name. I forgot what the name of the bread was, but it's supposed to be really good. And I wouldn't mind, but you could get it at the fast food joint that they've got in the Polynesian as well. Although Disney characters will not be hosting breakfast, a strolling musician will entertain guests for dinner. He plays the kaleidoscope. No. He plays the xylophone. He plays the recorder. Yeah. Let's see. Ohana dinner features all you care to eat: grilled beef, steak, roast chicken, sausage. There you go. And what are we looking? Oh, Tusker House. Oh, Dalton, can we go? Can we go? Can we go? Oh, it's open finally. Woohoo! Yay. Okay. If you want to know my favorite restaurants, you have Tusker House. Number 2 will be it's Tusker House is great. It's in Animal Kingdom. It's African cuisine and African inspired cuisine, meaning we needed to flavor this up for the Americans because they don't like the spices. But oh my gosh, it is such a great restaurant. It really is. Originally, it was buffet style, but I think they might have changed. It'll probably tell us. The food was so good, but I like to try different things. And like I said, this is very much African and African-inspired food. Of course, for kids, they do have macaroni and green beans and chicken nuggets.
The usual stuff, yeah.
Yeah, but it is a character, as you can see, Mickey and Donald. You can meet the Fab Five. They're all in their safari garb. But seriously, this is not a cheap experience. This is at the last time we went, it was $60 per person. So this is not some place we go all the time.
Right.
It's a
special occasion thing. Yeah.
But it was it is so much fun, and it was such good food. It's got great atmosphere. I highly recommend. Oh no, wait, no, Tusker House bad. Never go. Never. I don't know if y'all will find it after. Oh, but yes, horrible. Stay away from Tusker House.
They don't take my things away from me. And I can teach voice.
Yeah, I don't want this to be busy whenever I decide to go. So please.
Don't take Eglantine's things away from Eglantine.
Eglantine good. Eglantine want things. Eglantine want ties. Oh, I said that. I was going to say Eglantine wants a lump, but I was looking at the Thai menu here because it's almost dinner time and such. So, all right. Yeah, so I just said that. Donald Duck and his Disney friends are welcoming you back to this lively Harambe marketplace, graze on Battlefield, family style, so it's no longer buffet. Menu brimming with African-inspired flavors while you dine and snap photos of your favorite Disney characters. Ooh, you can have Durban chicken. Durban chicken is good, but it is spicy. Egg curry with jasmine rice. Lunch and dinner includes Moroccan spiced beef. I've had this. I've had all of this. It is so good. All righty. And next up, the Boardwalk Ice Cream Shop. All righty. Not exciting there. And there we go. Any idea if ADR will go back to okie dokie? So there you go. That's what's opening again. I'm just I'm happy the Tusker House. I've been wanting to get Gail there for quite a while because she's never been. It is really good though. Berber marinated pork. Don't they know Berbers are Muslim? Well, I know they've got a place where they could go to. It's with their friends in China. So anyhow, looks like IHOP or Denny's never eat those places, and nobody should rush to eat. Not to. I don't think Denny's.
What you need to do for when I'm down there, if we're really doing this, is make me a list of all the places that have the best desserts. Because I swear, one day when I'm down there, I want to do just a straight dessert binge. Because I'm one of those people that always wants to get dessert after I eat, but I never have room. So one of these days,
you just want to go straight up desserts.
When I'm down there, I just want to do like a dessert buffet thing of all the best places to get desserts from.
That's when I'm writing. That's when you decide to stop talking.
Sorry.
There you go. One of my favorite.
It's on stream, so you can go back and look at it later.
Okay, here we go. One of the things that I love to go to is in Disney Springs. It's called Amorette's, and it does cakes and tarts and so forth. And this is it. It is so good. Not cheap, but it is so good.
Yeah, but nothing good at Disney is cheap, and nothing cheap is that.
This is a mousse cake with fondant on top with chocolate ears, tail. It is just amazing. They've got a key lime pie. They usually have some sort of specialty menu or something like that. So it is a really good place to go to if you want desserts. But yeah, there's all sorts of things all over the parks that are just a hell of a lot of fun and good times. And one of the things I like to do is I call it we go on a cupcake run. Because all of the hotels will have specially designed cupcakes for wherever they go. So like you could get on the monorail even and just you do a cupcake run where you go to Contemporary, then Polynesian, then Grand Floridian, then go to the Magic Kingdom. You get off, you get onto the boat, which then takes you over to Fort Wilderness. And by that time, I'm dead of a diabetic coma. So we have a good time. Yes,
we'll definitely have to make plans for that if I'm ever down there. Yeah.
There you go. And yes, you will be. I am planning for this. It will happen. Like I said, even if it doesn't happen in October or November, then we come before.
There's always next year's October or November.
There you go. All righty. So let's see. So the Disneyland is bigger than no, it's the other way around. Disney World is much larger than Disneyland. Disneyland isn't even as big as our Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, it's one individual park is bigger than Disneyland as far as
I know they've got Disney California or California Disney over there. We have, and they've got their downtown Disney. We have you know what? I'll do a drive around. I've done that kind of thing for movie reviews and everything. Like you'll see certain dining reviews where we're driving through Disney talking about whatever we just ate or something like that, or a movie we just saw. I like doing those, in all honesty. But yeah, I'll do a driving video where I'll just drive and I'll say, okay, we go over here, we go over there, maybe show some of the behind the scenes things and show me running away from security from the behind the scenes things. You know, it'd be a lot of fun. Oh, and MK's talking about, I mean, the place rushes you. I hate places that do that. Although I am a guy that will rush you. I don't like, it'll be, you have until I'm done.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a slow eater. Yeah. Besides the fact of I'm not very coordinated, and part of it might be my disability. When I'm eating, I try to take my time because otherwise I make a mess and it's not fun. So.
I can tell if a dinner's good by my daughter. I'm like, how did I raise? I didn't raise 2 daughters. I raised a daughter and a son because Elizabeth. You could tell how much she liked a meal by how much ended up on her shirt. God bless her. I love her because she is torn into some stuff, and she's like, "Dad, you want to go over to?" I'm like,
yeah,
like I've seen women like do the fork with the ribs and everything. God bless my daughter. She picks it up.
I can be a little bit like that too. It's so bad that I don't even eat noodles in public because I can't quite get the fork to do what I want it to do when I'm trying to eat noodles.
Oh, I got to admit, I can be messy too. Like with noodles and everything, it'll slur, it'll have the sauce right up. You can tell, yeah. But it is fun. There are some really good dessert restaurants. There's Beaches and Cream. It depends on what kind of dessert you're looking for. Like if you're looking for ice cream or something,
right? But I mean the kind of like the fancy stuff that you can't really get anywhere else would be the kind of stuff that I would want to get because if I'm down there, then I might as well.
Yeah, you want to take advantage.
Take part in the stuff that I can't get anywhere. That being said, I am a big ice cream fan, so I'm not saying no to ice cream if it ever comes up, but whatever.
MK, I suffered from acid reflux, and I kid you not, every morning drink a spoonful of apple cider vinegar. It really does help. It's not a cure, I've done it every day of my life, but it pretty much takes care of it. If you do get indigestion, take another spoonful of apple cider vinegar, and it's kind of like a flash fire because when it hits, it's going to go and you're like, and I'm done. And it's just like that. Like for a little bit, it just feels like somebody set your insides on fire, and then it's over.
A spoonful of vinegar helps the acid go down.
That is true. That is true. I'm the guy when you eat out with friends, the last one eating, so I just take it with me. I'm not like that anymore, but I used to be the guy. Now I'm the one that usually takes time because I go, hey, yeah, I would like this and this and this, but I have an allergy to onions. So if you don't mind, could you please make sure there's no raw onion, blah, blah, blah. And they come in and it goes, okay, here you go. Your dinner, no onions. And I'm like, except you put scallions all over it. Guess what scallions are? Yeah, so I'm always that jackass. So I don't know. Anyway, gang, thank you very much for hanging out with us. We are going to try to do this, if not every day, every other day. So we get a little bit of news, a little bit of stories, some entertainment and so forth on every channel. I'm trying to see if it's possible to do live streams on all of my channels, or will I have to do 2 or 3 today, 2 or 3, and switch off. We'll see how it goes. But I do appreciate Dalton. This is your second one for today. I certainly appreciate that. And everybody in the chat. And if you guys, especially if you're new, and if you're new, everybody in the chat could tell you I'm like this. If you want to jump on, you want to get your voice heard. If you feel I'm full of
just let us know and we'll send you the link and you can jump on as long as you have a camera, pretty much.
Actually, more importantly is a microphone. That works because you don't need to show your face, but if you're like,
it'll be cool.
All righty, but thank you very much for hanging out with us. Thank you very, very much for watching. And that was it. Have a zippity-doo-dah day. All righty.